You're listening to Heroes in the Moment.
What's up, heroes? I'm Michael.
And I'm Nathan.
And today, Agatha, all along, episode 5.
Oh, let's talk about it.
Darkest Hour, Wake Thy Power.
Darkest Hour, Wake Thy Power.
Dude, wow. So we got to start
A lot of
with
stuff going
a
on.
lot happened in this episode. But we got to start with the biggest thing, right?
Yeah.
We have to start with ending.
Clearly.
Being, it was revealed that the character teen that we did not know who he was, has been revealed to, in fact, be Billy Maximoff, Wanda's son, which we pretty well knew from the get-go. However, for it to be confirmation is pretty crazy.
Yeah. Like you said, we had a sneaking suspicion. They try to throw in there that, it's actually Agatha's son. And I think throughout the show, she's kind of holding on to it. But in the last episode, when Rio tells her that's not your son, there's a clear difference in how Agatha treats him in this episode. Because she knows.
Absolutely.
She knows the whole episode who he is.
I don't think so.
See, I do.
I don't think so because you see a clear distinction in a certain part whenever he says the name.
Yeah.
When he says Nicholas Scratch, she knew then because, yes, she knew that Rio told him that he's not your son.
But he couldn't say his own name.
He couldn't say his own name. So the fact that he said Nicholas Scratch and she heard that and he was like, I
then
know
she
exactly
knew,
who that is. I think it was then because she looked the way she looked when she said his name.
See, I think the whole time she had a suspicion. I think that was the confirmation. But I think deep down, I don't know. I think she was just grasping at straws, to be honest.
It was. And when that occurred, it was just Catherine Hahn, dude, is so good.
So good,
the way,
for what,
she was amazing in this episode.
Good.
Her performance was such a good.
Electrifying.
And then she comes out. As soon as she comes out of the trial, she's like, I didn't mean to. And then she's like, she smiles and it gets super creepy.
She's so evil,
and then
dude.
she's like, "You're just like your mother." And I was like, "Oh!" "Oh, no way!" And then he uses his power to possess Jennifer and Lila's characters because he knew if he blasted her that she would just absorb it.
Yeah.
To throw her in the mud
To kill Catherine Hahn.
Yeah,
Which means that he passed the trial because the trial was to punish Agatha.
Well.
That's what I'm thinking.
The trial was more so they passed it whenever it was revealed Nicholas Scratch was the spirit and they, left him there and that kind of
But how is that punishing her?
I don't think the trial was to punish her. I think that's just what her mother wanted that was there. I don't necessarily think it was that.
So you think the trial was to find out Nicholas's name and to see how he connects to all of the bigger path? Because apparently Agatha's gig this was her trial, is she, has killed so many people. She has such a connection with the dead. Yeah. So that was kind of a big basis of this trial. And I mean, yes, he punishes her, but I don't think that necessarily because they already unlocked the door to get out of the trial. Yeah.
So they're just going to continue in the road. But he uses his power. It's the blue power, same as WandaVision.
How powerful is he to just take over their bodies?
Oh,
as far as we know, he's just now coming to his powers, potentially? Or has he been faking it the whole time?
He's been faking it the whole time, 100%. He's known who he was the entire time. I even think he put the sigil on himself.
Oh, okay. So you think he put the sigil on himself?
I do.
So he couldn't tell anybody?
Exactly. I think he's known the entire time who he was.
So then what's his... If this is true, what's his motive then?
To get either his mom or his brother back at the end of the road.
So... Okay, you think that's what the road is going to offer him?
Yeah, because he doesn't desire power. He desires either his mother coming back or his brother that he hasn't seen.
Huh.
Because, and this is a little bit of a spoiler, but they released a trailer for the remainder of the season, and it revealed that that after the Hex, was destroyed in Westview and WandaVision, his spirit possessed the teen's body. All right, so the little boy, Billy's, was a little boy in WandaVision. Right, he had his powers. He conducted his powers in WandaVision. Wanda created him from nothing, from matter. Yeah, but his spirit, after the Hex was destroyed, possessed the body of this other boy.
Okay, so that's not the same body.
No,
of the kid that we saw in WandaVision.
So no,
okay,
so it's a completely different body. So she possessed this body, being teen. And he's Billy Maximoff.
So do you think it's possible that throughout the show, when it's teen, it might just genuinely be teen?
No. It's 100% Billy the whole time.
So you think it's Billy pretending to be the guy he took over?
Yes.
I think it'd make more sense if he just stayed back and let the kid be the kid and then took... I don't know, I guess, because the kid does know everything about witchcraft.
I feel like when he took over, that the kid that he took over is gone. You know, that's just him now.
Okay. Interesting.
Which is, I don't know. It's a concept there. And we know that there's ties in the comics with Mephisto to Billy and Tommy's characters. You know, he has them and takes them. So maybe he's, you know, maybe Mephisto tasked him to do this or something. We don't know. There could be something along those lines as well. But ultimately, I think it might be him trying to find his brother, because what happened to his brother? Whose body did his brother possess after he got out or something? Like,
and he's a speedster, right? His little brother?
Right, Speed. So we'll see. I don't know, but I just thought it was really cool and unveiled him, and I thought it was really fitting they put a Billy Eilish song because it's Billy and then Billy Maximoff.
I did not think about that.
Huh. And then he was also wearing the crown.
Marvel Writers, you ain't slick. You should see me
in the crown. And then he's wearing the Wanda crown. It was pretty cool.
That's kind of cheesy.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think it's cheesy at all. I think
with the song and I felt like the shot was at least. I wasn't too intimidated personally.
But I don't think the goal was intimidation. I think the goal was just to reveal it.
The revelation.
Exactly.
Okay, so he possesses what are their names again? Jen, right? And
Jen and Lila's characters.
Lila to kill.
To not necessarily kill, but to throw her
submerge her.
To submerge her, yeah.
And then he submerges the other two.
Yeah.
So it's just him and Rio.
And Rio apparently left because, as we know in the episode, Alice is killed after trying to throw a protective spell towards Agatha, and she absorbs it. But not on purpose.
Do you believe Agatha when she said, like, when the power hit her, she couldn't do anything about it?
I do. I believe, like, in the instance when it hit her, you know, she was absorbing, and she enjoyed it, absorbing it, because that's just her personality. But I ultimately don't think she meant to kill her. I don't think so. Like, even though she's bad, and she's like, you know, later in the episode, she smiles and it's like, yes, you do. You're just like your mother. Come with me, pet. You know, all of that revelation. I think it's just more so her showing what she is and trying to make them think that she's not necessarily changed and not actually appreciates all these people around her, because she's never had that. She's never had a fully coven. Like I said, I believe she lied about going on the Witch's Road before. Yeah. So I don't know. I just think it's really interesting concept.
Okay. I think the other big reveal, well, not officially in this episode, was that officially, as I've been saying, that Rio is death. And it's really strongly hinted at once Alice dies, like the camera cuts to her, and she just like keeps on staring at the body. And I think it's further evidenced by at the very end when Tina's doing all this stuff, Rio is nowhere to be found.
No,
because she's busy taking care of Alice's body.
Yeah.
So I think it's really clear. Yeah. But I think that would be a cool like official reveal too once we get it, because that's why she's never scared during anything.
And Rio's so cool. She's so cool. She's so funny.
She's so funny, dude.
Like, when this also happened in the episode, they all got on the broomsticks, like the kind of the witch stereotype. And when they're all screaming when they're on it, and then she's just laughing, the witch laugh. It was so funny. Oh, dude, they're all like, ah! And then she's like, ah! It was that was good.
That was good, Michael.
I appreciate that. Anyway, good. It was just I love her character. And they were being chased by the Salem 7 as well, which were revealed to be the children of Agatha's original coven that tried to kill her. Yeah. And then she killed all of them. Yeah. And instead of killing the children too, she spared them. Yeah. And
she is merciful after all.
Yeah. And then after this, she's like, so the key lesson is don't show mercy.
Like, mercy is overrated. That's what she says.
So funny.
Yeah.
But anyway. So
the coven, why'd they try to kill her again?
Revenge, because of what they did to her parents.
No, but I'm saying the original coven.
Because they thought she was evil, and they figured that she was evil. Because she like her mother said, who was a ghostly presence in this episode, that she was scared of her from the womb, when she was pregnant with her. So yeah, she wanted to kill her as soon as she was born.
Of evil right there.
Yeah. So
oh my goodness,
it's pretty crazy in that sense. But anyway. So this episode, just a lot going on. It's such a short episode. There's only a 30-minute episode too, and a lot happened. Yeah. And they went into this trial in their pajamas, kind of 80s, and did like a Ouija board type of thing, with the whole goal and sense of communing with the dead. And Agatha making Mrs. Hart, dude, that was so. She was like, she my, she killed it so good. I genuinely thought it was Mrs. Hart. I was convinced.
Dude, Catherine Hand's so good, man. She pulled that off so well.
It was so oh my. I was just minding my business. It was so funny. Yeah. I loved it.
They're like, cut it out, Agatha.
She's like, I don't want to do that. It was funny. And then she's possessed, which was a freaky sequence.
I know, bro. And she instantly ages, and she's on the ceiling.
Yeah, and she's like crawling around like all freaky like. I'm like, whoa.
Why does she never want to participate in these challenges and tries to, like with the wine, she pours it out and with this one?
I feel like, again, it's that sense of fear. She's like, I want to see what happens first before I partake and do these things. And she just kind of like, it's that she wants them to carry her to the end so she can
selfish.
just kill them all. Yeah, exactly. And
That's
I think originally that was her goal, is to just kill them all, take all of their abilities, and then move on.
Because she never meant to go on the road.
Right. But now it's more so she's starting to take a liking to them all. So I don't know.
That's why she killed Alice.
She didn't mean to.
Poor
I
Alice,
really don't
man.
think she meant to.
Alice was saving her.
She was
pulling the spirit out of her body, and then
she sucked up all the magic juice.
Oh my gosh!
I know.
That was so sad. Alice was a good character.
Alice is cool. I think she might come back though. I don't think she's fully dead.
Okay.
But that's because there's a shot in the trailer that hasn't been shown yet with her in it. So
I guess Ryu could always bring him back, right? If she's over death.
I don't know.
I give you life. So she and Thanos were a thing, right?
That's right. She and Thanos were a thing in the comics, Death and Thanos. So maybe Josh Brolin was Thanos make an appearance in Agatha.
That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy. He just walks
picks her up for a date or something.
Picks up Agatha.
She's like, bye guys. Like, wow,
Aubrey Plaza just goes with Josh Brolin.
What is happening?
That'd be crazy. Anyway, and that pretty much is the episode in and of itself. It's essentially just the awakening and showing of Billy Maximoff, that is Wanda's son, on this trial for a certain reason, whether it be to resurrect his mother, whether he's working for Mephisto, whether to get to his brother. Yeah. We're not sure yet, but I think a lot will be revealed in episode 6. I think a big basis episode 6, we're going to get his backstory, like what happened to Billy after the events of WandaVision.
Okay.
Is what we're going to kind of get, I think, in this next episode.
Yeah, I have trouble seeing where it goes from here, because right now it's just him and Rio, and everyone else is
in the muds, but they get out. They'll get out of the mud.
Yeah,
so
we'll just see. It's very weird. To put
we'll
him in
see
the mud,
how it goes with it. But I really think, again, this show has surprised me multiple times, and this episode is no different. It's been very consistent, very good, and entertaining, and just been a very and for a show like this that on paper, in our minds, doesn't necessarily work.
And it never had much hype going into it too.
Yeah, exactly. And
a lot of people wrote it off like we did.
Yep. But now it's getting views and people are loving it. People are talking about it more than they've talked about a Disney Plus show in a while. So it's really cool to see how much impact this show would have, and also the WandaVision effect has on this world. So it's pretty cool to kind of, because this is the first time in since WandaVision we've got that WandaVision feel again. So it's cool to get that again.
Yeah, give me more. I have no idea what's happening.
I know. Give me more. You're questioning. It's a mystery. It's really cool, and I really like. It's what the Acolyte tried to be and failed at. So, this is true.
Yeah, you're right, 100%, man.
But anyway, I'm really enjoying it, and I'm excited to see how they explain it and what else is going to happen in the future.
All right, guys, thank y'all so much for listening to this episode. And as always, if you liked it, please let us know by giving us a download and a 5-star review wherever you listen to your podcast. If you guys want exclusive access to episodes, which includes movie reviews, fun episodes, subscribe to our membership, Heroes HQ. We also have a new feature on our episodes where you can send us a text message by following the link at the bottom of our episodes. You can submit your questions for Heroes Q&A there, or just shoot us a DM on Instagram. Be sure to also check out our Instagram stories weekly for a chance to ask questions for our Q&A segments. And then finally, feel free to also check out our YouTube channel and our Instagram, Heroes in the Moment.
And we just want to thank y'all for listening, and as always, we love you 3000.